Hello everyone, this is your instructor Asmatullah Khaksar and welcome to my next class, my next online tutorial. We were English lovers. In today's class, I'm going to talk about how much, how many, how old, and how far. Let me talk about them one by one with a practical example as well. First, what is how much? How much is a WH phrase asking about uncountable noun, prices of something, and the level or degree of something. How much is asking about uncountable noun, prices of something, and the level or degree of something. For example, if we are talking about uncountable noun, we are using how much. For example, how much water do you want? Water is uncountable noun. Or if I say, how much sugar do you want to buy? Sugar is also uncountable noun. So first, how much is asking about uncountable noun. Next, how much is asking about the prices of something. For example, if you are buying something for yourself and you are asking about their prices, you can use how much. For example, if you are buying a book for yourself, you can say that how much is this book? How much is this spinner? How much is this marker? How much is this notebook? It is talking about the prices of something. At last, how much is asking about the level or degree of something. For example, if I say, how much do you love English? How much do you love her? We were English lovers. It was all about how much. Now let me talk about how many. What is how many? How many is also a WH phrase asking about plural countable nouns. For example, if I say how many students are there, students are countable nouns. Or if I say how many books do you have, books are also countable nouns. At last, if I say how many fans do you have, fans are also countable nouns. We have two types of noun, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted. And for countable nouns, we are using how many. Next, we have uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are those nouns that cannot be counted. And for uncountable nouns, we are using how much. It was all about how many and how much. Now, let me talk about how old. How old is also a WH phrase asking about the age of someone, the age of animal, and the age of something. For example, if we are talking about the age of someone, we can say, how old is Ahmad? How old is your brother? Or how old are you? This is asking about the age of someone. How old is also talking about the age of animal. For example, how old is this cat? How old is your cow? How old is your dog? It is talking about the age of animal. At last, how old is asking about the age of something. For example, how old is your car? How old is your house? This was all about how old. At last, let me talk about how far. How far is also a WH phrase asking about the distance between two places. For example, how far is it to London? How far is it from Host to Kabul? It was all about how much, how many, how old, and how far. We were English lovers. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel for more video notifications. Stay blessed. Goodbye.